Deploying Sensor-Driven Asset Intelligence at Scale is the name of a case study submitted as a finalist in the Supply Chain Innovator of the Year Award presented by Supply Chain Brain and the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals. To tell us about it, I'm joined by Vidya Subramanian. He is co-founder and vice president of products with Reusable Corp. Hi, Vidya.
Hi, Bob.
Congratulations on being a finalist in the Supply Chain Innovator of the Year Award. Second year running, you've submitted a very compelling case study. So
thank you. It's a privilege to be here.
So let's talk about this case study, which, as I understand it, involves the world's leading reusable packaging container, that's RPC, supplier. What was the challenge?
The challenge really is in the industry, Bob, where reusable is becoming the norm for sustainability. And in reusable, there are two problem statements that we need to look for. One is availability, because these products get to be distributed all over the world. And the second is inventory. Where do you keep this inventory to be able to supply the demand? To address both of those, one needs to understand the life cycle of an RPC, a returnable packaging container. And a typical life cycle would be from where it's manufactured to then where it's stored and then where the retail is. And knowing that behavior tells us a lot about where the inventory should be, how much the inventory should be, and what types of products one should carry.
In the case of this particular company, over 350 million RPCs? It's a huge scale challenge, right?
It's a very large scale, and that brings up an interesting problem statement for us. Not all of them can be equipped with sensors.
Yeah.
So we then looked at it scientifically and using AI, tagged a small set of them, about 1% of them, to be able to then extrapolate how the rest of the environment would behave. And that's how we're able to address some of these large RPC manufacturers at scale.
Well, one would have thought, why not tag everyone with RFID, Bluetooth, direct cloud GPS? Not practical at this scale, is that what you're saying?
Not practical. So RFID and Bluetooth require readers and infrastructure to be available wherever these RPCs are. That's difficult in a farm, in a warehouse. So we have to go direct to cloud, which is cellular. Cellular tends to be expensive, anywhere between $20 and $30 a sensor.
Wow.
To do that with 350 million would be untenable. So we take a percentage of that, use AI, and extrapolate statistically how the rest of them would behave.
Refer to it as grouped asset intelligence. Tell me a little bit more detail about what that means.
So if I look at a typical scenario where I have, a farm, a warehouse, and a store, typically the volumes that go from each one of those places are pretty significant. So for example, if I'm supplying a Publix in Florida, I might send 100, 200 RPCs to the store. That's a group. So if I take 2, 3, 5 of those, I can then tell how the group behaves based on a subset.
So where does artificial intelligence and machine learning come into the picture?
AI to us is about the behavior, Bob. So the way we look at this is, one is its movement. So you go from where it's being manufactured, could be a farm, could be an automotive company, to then where it's assembled, and then where the RPC is returned. Now, AI tells me the behavior of how long it stays in a particular place, can tell me something about how they use it, how much inventory they're carrying, and how they actually deploy it. And so we build these models, they're behavior models that are not ChatGPT, which is the AI, which is generative AI.
Yeah.
This is neural networks and AI that tell us machine learning and how something behaves.
Yeah, this is an older standard of AI that's been more mature.
That's right.
Is it not? Yeah. What kind of business signals are being issued by this system?
So the two biggest ones are, how much inventory am I carrying?
Yeah.
How much inventory am I getting back to be able to redeploy? The second thing is, where do I pick up and how many do I pick up from? So the typical scenario is, I'll take Walmart as an example. I supply food to Walmart and Walmart puts it out on its shelf and maybe it takes a week to sell. So we take that data and then say, every week you would have these many RPCs to pick up. And in some cases we say, go there 2 times a week and bring the RPCs back so that you have more inventory turnaround in a faster scale.
Okay, so Benefits, impact. Let's talk about what they are. Tell me what the major ones are that
So
you realize.
the major ones are really inventory, a significant improvement in knowing where inventory is.
Mm-hmm.
Turnaround times, a significant improvement in utilization, which is how fast something comes back. But the bigger thing for us is what the impact to industry is. The RPC industry today is about over $150 billion.
Wow.
And if we can impact even a few percentage points of improvement, that's tens of billions of dollars to the industry. And our models, even though this case study was in a particular area, our models now extend to automotive, to pharmaceutical, to chemical, because all these RPCs have a similar behavior. So now we're taking this model to other industries and bringing the same level of improvement.
The impact on sustainability.
That's
Talk
right.
about that.
That's very much so. Everything what we're trying to do is remove corrugate and single use. And that impact is directly felt within sustainability.
So overall, better productivity for the field asset management teams. I mean,
Absolutely. If
right
you
on
think
the ground results.
on the ground, and direct impact to the amount of plastic we're using.
Mhm.
Because we're actually reducing corrugate and we're reducing the amount of plastic because we're not holding excess inventory with these companies. So environmental impact, cost impact, and better utilization.
Great business case.
Great results.
Great business case all across the board in terms of
It's
bottom line, sustainability, efficiency, better solution all around. Great. Thank you so much, Vidya, for explaining Rombi's solution here. And again, congratulations on being a finalist in the Supply Chain Innovator of the Year
Thank
Award.
you, Bob. Again,
Appreciate
it's a
your
privilege.
time.
Thank you.
I have been speaking with Vidya Subramanian of Rombi Corp. Thank you very much for watching.